What's up, guys? I'm back this week with a new movie review for Headless. We're going to take a look at it, talk about it. I'm going to get straight to the point. Go ahead, stop watching this. Go ahead and watch Headless. It's streaming for free on what's called Plex, P-L-E-X. It's a super awesome movie. This kind of movie is the reason I'm doing these kind of reviews, because this is a movie no one has heard about. It's amazing. If you like Terrifier 2, go ahead and watch Headless. If you hated Terrifier 2, you are going to hate this movie. That's just the way it is. They're both very low budget, but Terrifier had a much bigger budget. This one was made for only $27,000. It's only 85 minutes long on the Blu-ray. The DVD, for some reason, is only 82 minutes long, so the Blu-ray's got 3 extra minutes. But it's about a man who wears a skeleton mask, and he goes around, kills women, cuts off their heads, eats their eyeballs, and he fucks their skulls. That is the entire movie. It goes from one kill to the other, and it's all of that for about 85 minutes. He kind of looks like and reminds me of the kid from Halloween 3. Like, if that was a costume and he was an adult, the look is pretty much the same. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if that was intentional or not. But the main character has a little companion, just like Terrifier did in Terrifier 2. He had that little girl, but in this one, he just kind of has like a child version of himself, I would say, who also wears a skeleton mask. This was supposedly made in 1978, but it was lost until now. It wasn't. It was made in 2015, which was before Terrifier. So I'm going to meet Damien in Texas Frightmare Weekend next week, and I really want to ask him if he got any ideas or something from this, because they're both very similar, I feel like, in terms of what they bring to the table, and a couple of little Easter eggs like the imaginary friend and all the gore and just over-the-top kills. But it looks like a 70s movie. It's shot the way a 1970s movie would, which was super cool. The houses were 70s style. You're in a house and the furniture and everything is 70s style. Now this movie, it has 2 dubs. One is Dutch, one is English. For this release, it's always put on Dutch, but you can go in your options and change it to English. And it doesn't have that weird like off lip thing, but it looks like they're talking in English. This is not a movie you want to watch with a friend, or maybe you're bringing over a date to the house and you guys are going to watch a movie. Do not put this on, because you will scare them the fuck away. This is kind of a twisted movie. Every victim, he will either spoon or gouge out the woman's eye, and he will eat it. But the eye is like milk. Like, I'm no scientist, but the inside of your eye, I don't feel like would be milky. Like, he'll eat it and then milk will just pour from his mouth. It looks like milk. A mix of milk and blood. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll Google this and find out it is milky white on the inside. And some of the practical effects are obviously super fake, but some of them are really good. Sometimes there will be like a head just sitting there. You'll just look at it and be like, that is such a fake head. That looks like it's made of plastic or something. The kills are a lot alike. He kills them all. He cuts all their heads off. He eats all their eyeballs. And that happens like every single time. Sometimes you'll get a kill that is slightly different, like he'll cut off a leg, or in this case, both of their legs. He cuts off a woman's arm. He kind of isn't like killing them to murder them. I think it's kind of a sexual fantasy for him, it feels like. I don't know if it's a powering thing or if it's a necrophilia thing. I have no clue. The acting is it comes and goes. It's mostly bad, but there's one of the actresses. She was one of the first victims, and she was just horrible. Like, she was screaming and crying, and it was just so bad. I feel like almost anybody else could have been better. I don't know if she was dating the director and he said, "Hey, I'll give you a part in my movie," and she said, "Okay." But she doesn't come off as an actress at all. But other than that, I have zero complaints. This movie is just amazing. The artwork on this is amazing. I'm going to show you guys that in a little bit. If you have not seen this movie, which you probably have not, check it out if you like Terrifier. I promise you, you will love it. I would give this, for what it is, it'd be a 10 out of 10 all day, every day. But if you take everything into consideration, including the budget and everything, compared to other movies like it, I would probably give it like an 8.5, maybe an 8. But the ending of this movie was crazy. I don't want to tell you guys, but you're gonna wince a little bit. You're gonna be like, "Oh God, what is he doing?" But I cannot say enough good things about this movie. I'm super glad that I found it. It was a blind buy for me. If you watch it and you want to own it, because it's very limited supply, it looks like. I got 151 out of 444. It is on Diabolic DVD for like, I want to say it's like $35, which is kind of expensive. But collectors will buy it. That's just a fact. I believe there was like 3 copies left on Diabolic DVD. So hurry up, because on eBay they're like way more expensive. But I don't regret buying this for $35 or whatever it was. It's gonna be a watch here and there. I'm not gonna watch it all the time, probably not every year, but if I feel like I'm in a sick mood, turn on the movie. Go ahead. There's a scene in this movie I want to talk about real quick. It was probably my favorite scene. He goes after this woman and she runs away, but she ends up getting into this pit, kind of like from Jeepers Creepers, where he had bodies all over the wall. Well, this is like a pit of bodies, and the bodies looked extremely well. Like, I don't know if they were real bodies even, or what was going on, but it was so sick just seeing a bunch of dead victims, and blood was everywhere. She falls in it, starts freaking out, and she can do nothing about it. She can't get out. She goes to climb out, and he just machetes her elbow, arm, part, whatever, all off, and then just kills her and does his usual. But just the look of it was actually insane. I fucking loved it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to look at this real quick. Look at that cover art. That cover art is just amazing. That's him. It's Headless. He's got the head that he's, doing his business with. It's hard. It's like a hard package. Everything is in Dutch here, even though the movie can be in English. You got him scooping out an eyeball right here. That's his mask. Just look at all the blood. It's him eating a rabbit, a rabbit's head. It's the limited edition, I guess. 151 to 444. It comes with a media book. I was watching it, so I was watching this movie, so it's still missing. It's still in the player. This is awesome. The book is sadly also in Dutch, but it's something cool to have. This is awesome. That's his little buddy, his little friend. This is some nice artwork here. I really like that. It's him just holding up a head. Love that. Got some of the cast. But yeah, if you guys like this video, do me a favor, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, all that. Let's talk about this movie. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you thought. And I will see you guys on the next review. Thank you.